All right, so here we go. I'm so excited that we have our guests in studio. Making beautiful music. Do you hear that?
Oh, that was my entrance. There we go.
That's amazing.
Yeah. Hello.
You know, I should have been playing the entrance for you.
No, not at all.
But oh my
this
goodness,
is all for you.
What a delight! Oh my gosh, I might have. We can do a duet later.
Okay.
We're gonna duet.
Let's see how that goes.
Right, exactly. All right, so I'm gonna walk over here because I had to get my hug in, Justin. All right, so first off, if you don't know Apple, well, are you living under a rock? Because Apple is known worldwide for their amazing innovations in technology, especially personal technology. So something like this iPad is really a must-have for the beginner or for the more advanced smarty over here like like Justin. But this iPad that we're presenting now is the lowest price we've ever brought it to you. And guess what? You have two options. You have your 64 gigabyte, which is $39.98, and we have our 256 gigabyte option, which is $599.98. And so you have two size choices in the gigabytes, and you have two color choices, and that's going to be your space gray and your silver. And then you have 6 options when it comes to your accessories. So we're going to talk all about that. I'm going to run you through those options. So we have your blue, we have your wine, your rose, your swirl, your silver, and your black. And you're gonna see the value pop up on your screen. It's pretty mind-blowing because for that 64 gig, that would be $999.64. That's a difference of $599.66. That 256 gigabyte option, if you purchase all the accessories that you get separately, it would be $1,149.64. And that's a difference of $549.66. So incredible value. And we do that here at QVC. I mean, we're known for our bundles. So with this, you get your 9th generation iPad with Lightning to USB-C cable, USB-C power adapter, a Bluetooth keyboard, a carry case, Bluetooth earbuds, a screen protector, accessory organizer, iPad starter kit, and a voucher. So like, what? Like
it's
all
a
of
bunch.
That. It's a bunch. And don't worry, we're going to keep going through it, and I'll remind you of everything that you're getting. But I want to introduce Justin Sertoka to you. He is our tech expert here. Welcome.
Hello, it's so good to see you.
It's been too long.
I know. We've been texting trying to catch up. I'm so glad that we were able to hang out here at 2 a.m.
Here we are.
Hey, everybody.
This is great. So can you tell us about this, just first of all, like this 10.2 inch Gen 9? What is the Generation 9? What makes this so special?
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the 9th generation of the Apple iPad. The Apple iPad has a bunch of different generations to them. So the very first one that came out was in 2010. That was Gen 1. Since then, there have been 10 generations, and this is the Apple iPad 9. It's the last one that has the home button on it. So a lot of people like to have that home button, that physical screen that they can, or that physical button they can touch to use their screen. That is in this, so that's a big advantage, picking up the 9th generation. And there's a ton of other features that we have with this iPad that really make it the perfect piece of technology to pick up for all of your day-to-day needs. Things that are inside of this 9th generation that are a step up from other tablets that are out there. Well, we're going to start off with the amount of memory. 64 gigabytes or 256 is the most amount of memory that they offer. So of all the gens, that's the best memory that you have. Touch ID using that fingerprint reader that's right there in that home button means that you don't need to remember any passwords because your thumbprint does become your password. So that makes it easy to navigate and use. True Tone technology is going to adjust the screen setting of this iPad automatically. So when you're in a dimmed area, it's going to dim it down so it's not overly bright. When it's bright outside, it's going to brighten it up automatically so that it will look good for you. It's also going to be fast with that A13 Bionic chip, which is a multitasking tool. And speaking of tools, how about a 12 megapixel ultra-wide camera with center stage? Sounds like a mouthful. But what that means is the camera is actually going to follow you around as you move around. So you could have this open on FaceTime, and it's actually going to zoom in and out wherever you're going, so that if you're in the kitchen and you want to be on FaceTime with a family member and maybe they're teaching you how to make your favorite pasta sauce from when you grew up and it's your mom that's walking you through it, you don't have to have your hands dirty touching the screen because it actually moves around. It's pretty cool.
That is really cool.
Right?
You know, and if you're new to technology, and this all sounds really kind of scary, the best thing about Apple, and it's what I love, I have all Apple devices, is that it really is so user-friendly.
That's exactly right. I mean, it's made to be intuitive. It's made to be that a 2-year-old could pick this up and use it.
And that's true, because my 2-year-old does.
There you go.
Just letting you know, Charlotte
There's
uses.
the proof. Charlotte uses it all the time. And she knows, right? It's not like she went to a school about Apple.
No,
she
she goes, Pa. She wants to see puppies. She like will slide her finger. She presses the button. She knows. So 2-year-olds can do it. So can you.
And that, you know, I think that when you think of it all, technology is supposed to be easy. I know for a lot of us, when we hear technology, or when we look at the program guide at QVC and you see it's an innovation in Apple, and you're like, ooh, technology's not for me. The thing is, you may have been used to bad technology. You may have been used to technology that was maybe a little bit cheaper, that was made cheaply, that had a poor operating system, that didn't have the science and engineering behind it that Apple does. Apple has looked at these devices and said, how can we make it so easy that if you think it can do it? And that's the cool thing about this is if you can kind of dream it, the Apple iPad can do it. There's applications for everything, but when it comes down to navigating it and using the operating system, everything makes sense. And let me show you what I mean by that. If we were to open up a photo, Melissa, and I want to zoom in on the picture and I want to pinch and make it bigger, that's literally exactly what I do. Notice also how amazing the screen resolution is. That's why we love the 9th generation, because especially from the previous versions, this was a major upgrade in the screen. If I want to get back out again, I'm going to pinch and zoom out. If I want to swipe to the right, I simply just move my finger to the right. I can go to the left. I mean, it's really easy to navigate through this, to be able to swipe down and push away, and to push those photos down or push those photos back up, to be able to swipe up to go to the home screen. There's all these little gestures that are part of this that are really simple and really easy to use. But what's also nice is in this voucher that we give you here, you have the Mac University for 3 years that's coming included.
Wow.
So that's 3 years of lessons and tutorial guides on how to use everything Apple. Plus, we're giving you Hotspot Shield Premium, which is a virtual private network, Lifetime Movie Club. So your favorite Lifetime movies, you have the next 3 months of being able to binge watch those as much as you want. Hellosaurus is this really cool video calling program that you can like read storybooks with Charlotte right here, and then like maybe your sister or your mom, if they're somewhere else, they can video call into that and read storybooks together. So it's great for kids. And then you have Curious.com, which is like a brain trainer, Buxter, which is a financial program. All that comes included in this voucher. So it really is a big deal.
Okay, so it truly is a big deal. And so you're hearing that and all the accessories, and again, I'll run through that in a minute, but we here at QVC, we do the best bundles, and this is the lowest price we have ever brought it to you. So it's a phenomenal time to pick this up. If you've been looking to maybe get a new iPad or you've never tried an iPad before, this is a great one to grab. It ships to you for free. Actually, all Apple right now on QVC.com is shipping to you for free. But the value is really great here, and I know it's a considered purchase, but that's why we give you different options here. Like we have our Q card, which is our credit card here at QVC. If you sign up for one and you get approved, you do get a $20 voucher you can use on your first purchase, which would bring this down a bit, but you get 5 easy payments all the time, and you can take advantage of 12-month special financing. So that 64 gigabyte, well, instead of paying $399.98 today, you're going to pay $83.33. If you use the, if you want the 256 gigabyte, you're only paying $95.80 today, and you're spreading that over 12 months. So, you know, where there's a will, there's a way. We make it so easy here at the Q, and you'll see that value. Now, that big deal value, $399.98 for the 64 gig. I can't believe this, Justin. When I did the math, it would be $999.64 for all of that. So you're saving just under $600.
Wow.
And 256 gigabyte, well, that would be $1,149.64. And there, that's a difference of $549.66. So great value. And again, I just want to run through quickly what you're getting, and then I want to hear all the goods, but
Absolutely.
I want to just come over here and tell you guys one more time about your options. So you have those two options in terms of memory, and then you choose either your silver or your space gray. So you have your choices, and then you get and then you're choosing your accessories, excuse me. So you have your black here, your silver, your swirl, your rose, your wine, and your blue. And I do want to note that the headphones you get actually match back to the case. So this is a really cool thing that they've done. But you get your Lightning to USB-C cable, USB-C power adapter, Bluetooth keyboard. You get a carrying case, Bluetooth earbuds, screen protector, accessory organizer, iPad starter kit, and the voucher. So you get really everything for this value. So all right, coming back to you.
Absolutely.
I always love when you're here because you always show me like new tips and tricks. So.
Well, what I love about the iPad, like we said, it's the ease of use, but it's also how good it makes you look. So when it comes to programs that are in this, I know you've been to Egypt before too, right?
That's where I got engaged.
Yeah, oh, that's right, that's right. So Nick and I went to Egypt, I think it was about a year and a half ago, and we took all these videos. These are like the iPhone videos that we took, and I was able to edit this all through into a program that's called iMovie, and it added in all of these cool different transitions, but also all of this really epic music to it as well that it could have going throughout. And so this was a little iMovie trailer from that trip, but I want to show you kind of behind the curtain how easy it is to be able to make this. It looks really fancy. It looks like I spent an hour or hours working on it. Probably spent
or
about,
a fortune.
Yeah, not the case in any way. I spent maybe 3 minutes, and definitely not a fortune because it came included with this iPad. Programs like this, it's a template that everything is already there, and you drag and drop all of your material into it. So what I mean by that, if we go in and we want to create a new iMovie, we can go over here and we'll create a new project on this. So what we'll go into is we'll make a movie. And then what we'll find is it has all of our content, all of our photos, all of our videos are all right there. And so you will just simply select the ones that you want to have in it, and then it drags and drops into the template. And you can move things around, you can customize it, but it's that easy and that simple. Likewise, if we were to go over into our Photos program, and if I wanted to show you maybe a slideshow from a recent trip that I took, I can go over into my albums. And so I was in Paris not too long ago. I can come here to that folder, and then I'm going to hit the slideshow button, and then same thing, it's going to download it all. It's going to add music to it automatically, but you saw me make this. Yeah. Me hitting that button was me making this entire slideshow.
That's incredible. Also, what I noticed, I mean, we have a lot in common, you and I, but you have a ton of photos and videos.
I do have a lot of
You're not going
pictures.
to ever beat me out. Let's just be honest.
Never. Do you want to reveal how many photos you have on your phone today?
Oh, man. I think I have 164,000.
Yeah, that's quite a bit.
Yeah, just a few. But I see you have a ton as well. So when we think about storage, you know, what is that like?
So let's talk about it, because that is a big choice that you need to make. So 64 gigabytes or 256 gigabytes, and what does that mean for you? The chart that you see in front of you will help to break this down a little bit as to how much this can hold and which one you might be for. I've got about 16,000 photos on my phone. I think that's about it. So for me, I'm totally the 64 gigabyte user, because look at it, I've got 25,000 that I would be able to hold on that. If I'm at 16 right now on my phone, the thing that I use every single day constantly, the Apple iPad is going to be fine for me to be able to have that 64 gigabyte. And I stream a lot of content, so you see that it will hold about 21 hours of HD video. Well, I'm actually streaming content, YouTube, Netflix. I'm not downloading anything, so I'm okay to have that 64 gigabyte. But if you're on the opposite end, if you love to download and constantly watch back your favorite movie, your favorite TV shows, then you want to go with that bigger memory. If you have a lot of photos on your devices, you want to go with that bigger memory so you can have the most space and make best use of that.
That's fantastic. And I do want to remind our friends at home, this does ship to you for free. And if you choose to use Easy Pay, that's 64 gigs, so maybe you need a little bit less. That's going to be, oh my gosh, my card's over here, $80 over the course of 5 months. So that's all you need today. And then your 256 gig, well, that's gonna be $120 today. So that's all you need with any credit card or debit card. So for me, this is like function, it's simple, it's versatile, whether you wanna learn or create or just store your memories. I think this is such a great piece of technology. I love my iPad.
Yeah.
I don't go anywhere without it, especially if you don't wanna lug your laptop. Maybe you just have a desktop.